automatically blame it on me.
I don't think you all understand who I am, where...
Okay. Well, tell me.
I mean, I've always been a straight-A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son.
Okay.
I excel at everything.
I did everything for him because I'm trying to help him, because I had hope in him. I really love him, like I do, and I feel like I can help him. It's awful, I know.
Okay.
It's awful.
That was intentional. There's no way getting around that. You intentionally did that. Nobody drug you up there.
It's not fair that you guys keep trying to say that that's what I did. Is that what while we're in a good place right now?
You did. Yes, absolutely. I got you on video screaming, "Fuck you."
On February 24th, 2020, Orange County, Florida. Just before 1 p.m., a frantic 911 call came from 42-year-old Sarah Boone. On the line, she told dispatchers her boyfriend was dead. When deputies arrived at the townhouse on Franz Lane, they discovered Jorge Torres Jr., 42 years old, lying unresponsive on the living room floor near a large blue suitcase. He was already beyond saving. Sarah's explanation was bizarre. She claimed that the night before, the couple had been drinking wine, working on puzzles, and decided to play a game of hide and seek. Jorge, she said, willingly climbed inside the suitcase as a joke. Sarah zipped him in, laughed with him, and then went upstairs to bed, forgetting he was still inside. By morning, she said, he was dead. But detectives quickly realized her story didn't add up. Jorge had bruises, scratches, and blunt force injuries inconsistent with simply being trapped in a suitcase overnight. And most damning of all, Sarah's own phone contained 2 disturbing videos recorded that night. In them, Jorge can be heard begging for air, saying he couldn't breathe, while Sarah laughs and mocks him, telling him this is how it feels when he cheats or chokes her. Those recordings transformed the case from a tragic accident into something far more sinister. And within 24 hours, Sarah Boone found herself in an interrogation room, faced with explaining how a game of hide and seek ended in her boyfriend's death, while detectives confronted her with evidence that suggested murder. Sarah thought she had the detectives fooled, but little did she know what they had planned for her during this questioning.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No.
And do you understand what I just read you?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So, this morning we went to his autopsy, and we were informed of some injuries that he has by the doctor. So, so he's got scratch marks to his back.
I know what that's from.
Okay. And it's called a contusion. Do you know what a contusion is? So, like, basically you're getting hit, and then, you know, you get a mark from it. You'll get bruising, like someone hit you or something like that. It's called a contusion. So he had some injuries to his left shoulder. He had a cut near his lip. We could see his mouth was a little
I haven't laid a
swollen.
hand on him.
Okay.
Also, too, he fell off my son's bike.
Okay.
So I don't know. And he's notorious for running into the wall or the hall tree.
Okay.
So
Okay. What about the scratches?
Sex.
Because there's also sex.
Yes.
Okay. Because there's also like a scratch on the back of his neck, kind of going, but it's going straight across.
I have no idea what that's from.
And they're all recent. They occurred recently. It wasn't something that occurred post or that occurred a week ago or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They definitely occurred, the night leading up to when he was.
In all honesty, we have not gotten into it.
Okay.
That's why, the only thing I thought you guys were going to ask me about, which I was going to be honest with you anyway, are the scratch marks on his back.
Mhm.
Everything else, I have no idea what it is. No idea what it is. Nonetheless, I've had my son over the house too, so.
Well, your son was there when? When was he last there?
Oh gosh.
From my understanding, he was there last Tuesday.
I don't know if it was Tuesday, but yes, he was there last week. So.
Well, we're talking about Sunday.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what occurred Sunday. Because, like I said, the injuries are they occurred within that time period.
So you're talking about day before yesterday?
Sunday leading into Monday. You called us yesterday at 1, so, but the incident, you guys were painting and stuff the night prior.
Correct.
So we're talking about Sunday and then
That's
into
why
Monday.
I'm thoroughly confused, because we had a good time sitting on the back porch, having wine and smoking a couple of cigarettes, and then decided to go inside and literally paint, do puzzles, and play, and listen to music. That's why nobody got out of sorts. This is what's mind-blowing to me. Like, I have no clue. Nobody laid a hand on anybody.
He also had,
The detectives could see Sarah would continue the facade of confusion and even defensiveness, yet that did not worry them, as they had much more stacked against her waiting to be said.
I
considered
have not
blunt force
touched him.
trauma.
I have not touched him. I have not touched him.
Then how would you get those injuries?
Tell me and we'll both know. I have not touched him.
Yesterday, when we took photographs of your overall body, and they did the buccal swabs, did they go under your fingernails?
No.
Okay. Are you willing to let us
Absolutely.
swab underneath your fingernails?
Go for it.
Okay.
I have no idea, and I don't want to seem out of sorts, but I have no idea. We had a good day. It was a good day. We've had good days lately, even considering everything that's going on with our jobs and life in general and ex-wives and everything. It's been good. Like, I don't even know where this is coming from. Like, we've been good. I don't know if, like, it's since the last time he got out of jail. Like, we've been good, and he's been having his classes and seeing his probation officer, who's amazing. So...
What do you mean by good? What's your definition of good?
The probation officer?
No, you said you guys have been good. What's your definition?
I've been good. I don't think you all understand. He comes at me all the time. He comes at me. So it's either I flee or try to go upstairs and go to sleep. That's usually what it is. And I don't know if you talked to Brian about any of that, but most of the time when I flee, I go over there. So...
Right, but you're saying that you guys have been good, and when I asked you yesterday, there hasn't, the last incident that you could remember was the curtain rod incident, which you said was a month ago, so...
Give or take.
Right. So what do you mean by he comes after you? Like...
He gets belligerently drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if you all have looked through my phone yet and seen any of the pictures and the videos that I have taken.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, I started documenting everything.
Okay.
So you all will see in my pictures, blood fingers, split foreheads, he split my nose. I've got this.
Right.
I don't know if Brian told you about it, where I had to have almost I had one really bad surgery, but then it got really, 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 really bad, where I had to go like 4 or 5 more times afterwards for them to tend to it, from him poking me in the back of the leg.
Right.
So it's...
Then why are you still with him?
It was interesting to the detectives that Sarah suggested they look through her phone for the photo and video proof of their abusive relationship. Yet police would uncover something far worse, something that Sarah thought she managed to delete.
Then why are you still with him?
Everybody asks me that. When I tell you guys this, I really love him. Like, I do. And I feel like I can help him. Like, I feel like I could help him, which I did, because he came a really long way from where he was in Philadelphia to moving back to here and to dealing with everything else that he's been dealing with. I've really helped him. I've bailed him out of jail, 3 times. I've gone to every single hearing and every single arraignment, everything that I did for him. Gone to see all his public defenders, go to the state. I've gone to the state. I did everything for him because I'm trying to help him, because I had hope in him. And he was trying. He was really trying. And then he starts to think about things, and I think he gets overwhelmed, and then it's like, the next thing I know, he's drinking. So it's like, oh man, I know where this is going to go, so I'm going to go upstairs and read a book, or I'm going to go for a bike ride, or I'm going to do something else. Where I don't want to drink. I don't want to drink. The occasional wine, whatever, or if it's a weekend, that's when you have a good time. You don't have to wake up the next day. I have to wake up the next day and do things. I have to tend to Lucas. I have to take him to school. I have all this stuff to do. He doesn't know how to, I guess, maintain himself, where I can do 50 things at once and still know the 50 things more prior that I need to get done. He can't process like that. He didn't process like that, so he would literally, not literally, but have smoke coming out of his ears. So the next thing you know, he doesn't want to deal with it. I'm going to go get something to drink. So the majority of the time, I would hang out outside or do something else because I don't want to drink. And every time, his job broke his heart. And it made me sad because he had so much pride in his job. And the store that he took care of so much totally went downhill.
Mm-hmm.
And that broke his heart because he had put so much work and effort into fixing it up. And his manager was awful and basically gave up on all of the employees. So I think that had a huge bearing on why he would drink so much. His ex-wife is bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
She was all over him all the time. Send me money, send me money, send me money. How can I send you money when I don't have a job? And he's still trying to take care of me and Lucas by paying a bill here or there, getting some groceries. So he always had something on his mind, which is why, again, I got the puzzles and the paint to try to get him off of it so we don't have a drink, or he doesn't have a drink. So when you all see my phone, you can see all of the damage he has done to me and the videos of him smashing my television because he's belligerently drunk. Where most of the time, I just don't want to be there. And I try to help him. I try to calm him down. Eventually, he just passes out.
It was clear Sarah was trying to go down the victim route, painting Jorge as a drunk abuser who she often had to flee from. Yet when officers looked deeper into this with the couple's friends and family, they found out the abuse was there, but it was very much mutual. Both parties have had charges and arrests of domestic abuse against one another. Boone was arrested in July 2018 on a charge of battery by strangulation, a type of domestic violence charge. The witnesses claimed the relationship was very much toxic, but on both sides, showing detectives the first lies Sarah had prepared for them.
Well, yesterday it made it sound like you guys were just drinking like a glass or two. Like, yeah, you obviously had the bottle, but you told me on recording like that you were not drunk, he was not drunk, you guys were having a good time.
I can't get drunk. Number one, I do not want to get drunk. I don't like being non-complimentous, having my wits about myself. I don't like feeling out of control.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm just saying, you're making it sound like he's a raging alcoholic today, and yesterday I was kind of asking you those questions, and you're like a little defensive, like, no, we're not alcoholics.
I'm not.
We are not, you know. But you guys were both sober on Sunday, to your knowledge, because when I said you went and passed out, you were like, no, I didn't pass out, I just fell asleep. So now it's kind of like, what is it? Were you guys drinking and it got out of hand and it got physical?
No.
Or is it...
Sunday was one of the better days that we have had in quite some time. He's dancing with my dog. You can see that too on the pictures, him loving the dog. He loves the dog and dancing around, having a good time, and just being happy kind of thing. I kept asking him, let's just you and me talk. You and me will just be the ones that are talking, which was fine, because, I mean, we were playing with the dog, whatever, and then it's like, okay, now let's do the painting. We just did the puzzle, took a break, now let's do this. Sure enough, sat down, we're sitting in there talking, laughing, talking about new movies, we're watching movie trailers while we're doing painting and all that other stuff. So it's still background noise to him, because I think that's what he's used to, is having background noise. Where me, I can sit in here all day with not a peep. But he always has to have some kind of background noise, which I didn't mind because the trailers were cool. And he was interested in showing them to me, getting excited about movies that were out or upcoming.
Okay.
So
on your laptop you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
And I mean, and then it was...
But you said it was a good day, like you guys didn't have any conversations about your relationship, you guys didn't go down like the rabbit hole, like had too many to drink, and you guys start getting...
Nope. When I tell you this, it made me so happy that he actually listened to what I had to say with just, we'll get through it. This will be fine. It's just
it's a small hurdle that you and I together will get through, because
I'm talking about the money, jobs,
daughters,
stress.
yes.
Nothing
No.
relationship-wise, though. Like, no issues, like, did you guys have a conversation about your relationship, or was it just about,
Just
like, the
what's
stresses?
going on right now.
Got it.
I try to evoke it from him so he gets it off his chest, because I call him the volcano, where eventually he's going to erupt.
Right.
And what he has learned in his classes is to communicate, which is a huge thing in a relationship,
Right.
where he has been practicing communication. So he actually talks to me about things and unburdens himself. Put it on me. I'll sit there and try and figure it out for you, like I have almost everything. Not a worry, just tell me, get it out of you.
Right.
But it was, when I tell you, I was so happy. Like, it was such a good day. I kid you not. The weather was beautiful outside. I'm the one that had him go inside so we can do puzzles and painting and listen to music or whatever else he wants to do. So then he starts doing whatever it is we're doing together in the living room, and then starts talking, because I think he gets comfortable with, okay, you know what, we're here, it is a good day. Let me go ahead and explain myself. So I know. Nobody else knows, but I know. Nobody knew George better than I did. I say that I knew George better than himself.
The detectives were not for 1 second fooled by the way Sarah was attempting to paint herself as this caring, loving girlfriend to Jorge. Yet they continued to allow her to say all of this, not by coincidence. This was a smart move on the detectives' part, as they had certain evidence against her that they haven't disclosed yet. So by allowing Sarah to speak about this fabricated version of their relationship, it made it easier for them to mark inconsistencies in her story, which would make their court date run much smoother, with heavier evidence against her.
And I tried in every way, shape, and form. Ask everyone. I helped him. I took care of him. I miss him a lot, and I didn't even sleep last night. I miss him a lot.
I mean, is there any chance it got to be too much for you and you couldn't handle taking care of him and
I never stopped.
trying to...
I never stopped. That's what I'm here for. I never stopped. I'm here now because I'm still trying to help him.
Yeah, we just don't, I mean, it's unexplainable how he got these injuries, and
I have no idea.
you were the only one with him.
100% right hand to God. I have no idea how he got them. Nobody touched anybody. Nobody touched anybody.
Okay. You had mentioned that you would take photos, videos, kind of like a proof and just in general.
Yeah, I started documenting at one point, but that was way before, I think, the last time that he got arrested, where he was flying off the deep end.
Okay.
But then I had him bailed out. I got him out of jail.
Right.
But because he had violated the pretrial diversion, this time it's probation, so you don't have a choice in it. You have to go to see your probation officer. You have to go to these classes. It's court-ordered. Where it took him a while to get used to it and understand, they're not messing around. I even went down and met his probation officer, which I say, she's wonderful. That's one of my questions too I need to talk to you about. Hugged me and said how much she knows that I take care of him. She called me personally one time when George was at work, when he was working. 42-minute phone call. She and I just saying how grateful she is that George has me. And she knows how hard I'm working to help him, just as she is and just as the classes will. So once he started actually going on a regular basis to the probation officer, and then to his substance abuse class and his, I don't know what BIP stands for, Matters Intervention Program, and actually listening to what it is everyone had to say, he changed. Like I could see a change in him, where before lashing out, he would think about it. And would always come home and show me his papers, and we would look over his papers together, where it's like, wow, you actually are learning this in class? And some of the stuff that they would show them, like videos, he would come home and be like, Sarah, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you. Because for a video that he watches to
make him feel that way, where it's like, oh man, I have done her wrong. But he's changed. He changed.
And that's why you're still with him, even though he's done all these things to you. And
when I tell you I love him, I love him.
For a while, Sarah would continue painting this victim person about herself, describing all the horrible things Jorge would put her through, but conveniently, never mentioned how she treated him. She would go on to then switch the focus to Jorge's supposedly evil ex-wife and blame her for Jorge's trauma. This continued for 20 minutes until the detectives redirected the conversation back to the night of Jorge's death.
if you recall when you went upstairs to hide in the shower, or...
Like when we started to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
Well, we went inside probably about, if I had to guess, we weren't out there too long, maybe about 6-ish. Then...
You're talking about from hanging out outside and like...
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, we have 2 beach chairs that are out there and
Right.
just enjoy the weather.
Gotcha.
Plus it started to get dark and gnats and mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So, let's go inside. I don't want to be out here anymore.
Okay.
All right, let's go. So we're doing whatever. We did it for a while because that puzzle, I don't know if they took it or they saw it. Worked on the puzzle again, finished it. Started to paint. Well, started listening to music for a little bit. Started to paint. Can we turn the music off? No problem. Started at the top, paint, whatever. I don't want to paint anymore. Let's just, come on. Okay, you want to play hide and seek? What he does is, okay, tag, you're it. So it's like, okay, we know. Okay, take off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we did.
And then you went upstairs, and then he didn't come up, and you came down, and the suitcase was there originally because you guys were planning to do donations, so it was already there. Have you guys ever played you said you played hide and seek like probably 3 times in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
When you have played, have you ever zipped him up in a suitcase prior?
No.
Okay. So it was just kind of like that prop was there, and it was there,
Yes.
and it was in play because...
Why do you say it like that, though?
I would never do that.
You would never zip them up in a suitcase?
Well,
I mean, we were playing.
No, I know,
that
but
time,
I'm saying, I'm talking about hide and seek, which is a game, so...
The suitcase originally is in our closet, buried all the way to the back. If you, I know the CSI people saw our closet. Our closet needs to be cleaned out really bad. My son's clothes need to be cleaned out really bad because they don't fit him anymore, and I'm tired of looking at them. So he took it upon himself, including that suitcase, to take it downstairs so we can get all of our clothes, our donations and everything, and just leave the whole thing by the clothing and shoe thing at my son's school.
Gotcha. No, I'm just asking, in the past, like, have you ever zipped him up in anything, jokingly or not, but obviously
No.
I understand, you know, you're claiming that Sunday it was a joking matter, you were laughing,
Yes.
he was laughing, but what I'm just asking is in the past, like, is it something
Absolutely
that you
not.
guys normally do?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
We were actually this last game running out of places to hide because we have a townhome where it's upstairs or downstairs. So.
Okay, so do you remember making any videos or maybe having any any photos, videos that you remember doing on your phone on Sunday?
Well,
No?
I think I took a picture of a dog.
Okay. But your phone is password protected, you have the password, he has the facial recognition, so it's not like someone else could be on your phone.
No, I have both.
But you have the face and the password.
Yes.
Yeah, but he only has the face, correct?
No.
To be able to get onto your phone, you told me that he looks at the phone.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were asking if I did. Yes, it's me.
Okay. Does he have access to your phone? Because you said it's a
Yeah.
shared phone. Okay, how does he have access?
Sarah, can I borrow your phone? Yeah, it's right there on the kitchen counter.
Okay, but how does he get into it? Because it's password protected.
He'll come and get it to me, and I'll just do the face thing. Where sometimes, too, like, look, he'll joke with me and say, okay, I need to borrow your phone. And he'll hold it while I'm cooking or doing something, do the facial recognition.
Okay, so he doesn't know the password, and he doesn't have the facial recognition.
No.
But he is the only other person that would use your phone, I'm
Yes.
assuming, other
Well,
than...
Lucas.
Right. But Lucas wasn't there Sunday. Right.
The detective's questions about whether Sarah was the only person who had access to her phone might seem odd or unimportant here, but these were very smart questions from the detectives. By confirming she is the sole person who had any access to her phone, it would mean that nobody else was the person sitting behind the camera, filming the awful video of Jorge pleading to be let out of the suitcase that detectives have recovered. But Sarah at this point doesn't know just how much the detectives know. But that was about to change.
So I have something that I want to show you that we found, and it was from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah,
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah,
You.
Sarah,
You.
Sarah,
Stupid.
Sarah.
No, I was just simply asking because you had a look on your face when she asked you if you've ever done that before. You looked kind of shocked and...
No.
Okay, but why did you say it like that? Like...
I don't think you all understand who I am.
Okay. Well, tell me.
I mean, I've always been a straight-A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son.
Okay.
I excel at everything. I would not do that.
You wouldn't zip somebody in a suitcase?
Well, I didn't, like, completely lock it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay.
And I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to sleep.
Despite the damning evidence presented against her, Sarah continued to paint this model citizen and great mother persona. Yet the officers weren't done reminding her what she said in the video, and with what Sarah was about to say, showed just how disturbing she knew the rest of the video was.
It's awful, I know.
Okay.
It's awful.
That was intentional. There's no way getting around that. You intentionally did that. Nobody drug you up there.
It's not fair that you guys keep trying to say that that's what I did.
Because
I have never dealt with anything like this before. I don't know what to do, how to do it, and I always know what to do and how to do it. You all,
Please sit down.
listen to me.
Please sit down.
You all, listen. Is that what it, while we're in a good place right now.
Yes. Absolutely. I got you on video screaming, "Fuck you."
Crimes like ours are very hard to produce due to so many restrictions. That's why we made a Patreon where we leave nothing hidden. We keep it all raw. Our team consistently puts a lot of work on this Patreon, giving daily uncensored true crime videos and never before seen cases that unfortunately we aren't allowed to upload on YouTube. I am not forcing you to join, but if you would like to see the uncensored version of this exact video and many others we have, head over to patreon.com/solvedfiles or just click the link in the description. Now, let's get back to the case.
Is it long? Because I don't know how much I can take.
No.
I don't know how much I can take. Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long?
2 minutes.
No.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you.
And this
Fuck
is,
you.
that's you, your voice.
Stupid. That's my name. Don't wear it up. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me. I don't want to watch it, please. Okay.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase, he had two fingers hanging out. And you
I
went to
flipped him
that-
over. I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's two different videos and a still picture where, yeah, it shows you flipping him in different positions and him saying that he can't breathe and you saying, fuck
So
you.
this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
right, it was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this image is upside down, And then this small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in there. So he didn't, how did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep,
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah.
but not intentionally.
No, you told me you went upstairs because
What?
you were
Stop
getting
here.
ready for bed.
Stopped here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out, because there's the end.
And his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just showing you. I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the other video.
I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end it sounds kind of like a...
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you,
It's not malicious.
then what is that?
What does fuck you mean to you?
My intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself
Yes.
out, but the video shows
That's
at
what I
no
told
point
you.
can I see his fingers. And
He'll be
it
up here
looks
any
like-
minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you,
And I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you
He's
think
not able
he's
to get
joking?
out.
You told me he was laughing, and
We were
the
before.
video, there's no
When we
laughing.
first got in there, both of us were.
So how long was he in there for? Like, this video is at 11:12 when it starts, so was he in there for like a long time prior to you recording this?
No. No.
So it goes from funny to no longer funny,
But
and
I
you're
didn't,
the only one laughing.
But I didn't think that he was, like, panicky. Like,
So pushing up on a suitcase saying, Sarah, 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 I can't breathe.
George has done that in the past before, too, where it's just like he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's like, I don't
He's
think-
never been locked in a suitcase, that's
No.
where he couldn't get out, so.
It's kind of, I thought it was
And
the
you know
boy
the oxygen
crawling
is
wolf,
coming.
crying wolf kind of thing.
Okay.
And again, my plan.
But nowhere in there is he laughing, is he joking, he is begging. And you're the only one laughing,
Okay.
and you're the only one saying derogatory comments, like you're mad.
This is the moment the detectives would go hard on Sarah, confronting her with the most damning evidence they had. The pressure was already getting to her, saying she can't watch the video and saying she's getting scared. This would soon become even more intense.
Please don't, I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but, like, it's like you guys are kind of trying to, like, feed me. Like,
No, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
well, I know what,
You know what's on that video now?
No.
You remember making that video?
oh,
Why don't you remember making the video?
probably because we had been drinking.
But you weren't drunk.
Just because I went upstairs and, just
You
because
told
you're
us-
drunk doesn't mean that
You told us times that you were not drunk. You said that you had your wits about you. You said he had his wits about you.
Mhm.
You said that you don't like not having your wits. In my experience, if somebody cannot remember doing something to the extent of making 2 videos and taking a photo, they are intoxicated.
Okay. I understand where you all are coming from.
Well,
I
we're
get
just
it.
trying to make sense of it. We're trying to
get it.
figure out
We're
what you're
trying to
saying.
figure out this
You
video.
explain it to us. We're listening.
I just did. Like, we were playing, and then, like, I thought it was... My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep. My plan was not to... He'll be up here any minute.
But
But
you
again-
willingly went upstairs and went to sleep. No one forced you to go upstairs and get
My
ready
plan
for
wasn't
bed.
also to leave him in the suitcase,
So why didn't you take him out?
because I went upstairs, and then I fell asleep.
But why didn't you consciously think he's asking to come out? He
I
can't
didn't do it
breathe.
intentionally.
What do you think is going to happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not zipping it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the
And
suitcase.
what was your plan?
Waiting for him to come upstairs.
And then when he did it?
I fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
Knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him, maybe I shouldn't?
No.
Well, that didn't cross your mind because it didn't happen.
That's like an assumption. Like, that's what you all are thinking. Just,
We're asking.
it's the whole...
You tell us.
It's the drinking. That's what it is. It's the drinking. You don't think that I have thought about that?
Thought about the video or thought about...
But no, again, if you don't mind, please. So you all are assuming that it's like, oh good, I got him in there, now I'm going to go to sleep?
Sarah here was trying to flip the power dynamic of the situation. Feeling the immense pressure from the officers, Sarah started saying that the officers were trying to accuse her of something. But this did not work. The officers stayed stern in their position.
Please do not assume.
I'm not assuming. I haven't assumed anything. I follow evidence.
But my intention was not, again, oh good, I got him in there, now I'm just going to go to sleep.
What do you think someone that knows nothing about this or hears just a little bit like, oh, they were playing around in a suitcase
She's been drinking
and then watches
probably
that
went
video?
to sleep. That's what happened.
But you let him out before. I mean, you put him in, so why didn't you take him out?
Because I was upstairs and I fell asleep.
No, before you went upstairs. You, like, consciously had to walk upstairs. You obviously remember going to bed because you were able to give me a time frame on that. And you specifically told me that you went upstairs.
My intention is not for this to happen. I am sick about it. I've never done anything like this before in the past. I am sick. Especially with that. I thought I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. You tell us the last night, you vividly remember this when you told us last night, that he was laughing, you were laughing, you put him in the suitcase, he has 2 fingers sticking out, and you go to bed. Now we see something totally different, and it actually shows you upset and, again, using derogatory terms to him when he's begging for his life to get out of that suitcase.
So
what
my thing
you
is
say
that
we're assuming, we're not assuming, we're telling you what's on there.
So it just happened to be that whenever I was videotaping or doing whatever else it was, just happened to not have that in it.
Okay. And you also, in the video, you can't see any holes. There's nowhere in that where the zipper separates and you can see a hole. If there's a hole, he's pushing on it, begging you to get out. We should probably see that hole that
He
you're
essentially
talking
would have
about.
been able to get out.
Huh.
Alcohol.
Based off what you're telling us, he should have been
Yes.
able to get out.
Okay.
But the video shows him attempting to get out, begging to get out, and he can't. So that's just what we're trying to figure out. I don't know if maybe you had too much to drink, you zipped it up all the way, and then,
I did not zip it up all the way.
Okay, well.
I did not zip it up all the way. This is horrific, okay? Horrific.
It is terrible.
Yeah, somebody left it alone.
Horrific. I don't think I'll ever be right because of this. Ever be right. Dealing with everything else that I have in my life, personally. And then this,
Okay.
whom I loved. If I hadn't been drinking, you still think it would be the same thing? Where it's like, hop in, I'm going to go to sleep. Is that what you all are trying to do? To portray me
We're not trying
as?
to do anything. I'm simply asking you to explain to me what happened.
This was a predictable psychological response from Sarah. Someone who feels immense guilt and pressure to prove their non-existent innocence often starts swearing on God and everything they have in their life they are innocent. Detectives see this a lot in the interrogation room, but not with truly innocent victims, but the guilty ones. This display of emotion is also analyzed in our previous video covering the case of Michael Harris.
You admit to moving the suitcase, like, over. So
You roll it.
You roll it over. Like, it's not like...
I didn't want it to be like that. Don't.
You didn't want him to be upside down? How do you even get upside down?
Right. You guys are killing me right now.
I just want you to
Probably
hear.
shut the fuck up.
That's how he talks to me most of the time. I don't know how you want me to say it.
I'm just trying to figure out what you would expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a suitcase.
I didn't mean to leave him in there. I was trying to do CPR. I had to get him out and try to do CPR. And I was continually doing CPR with the dispatch on the phone, where he had me count out loud to help me focus on what I was doing.
I don't know how, I mean, you can sit here all day long and say, I thought he was going to get himself out, but he didn't, and you went upstairs, and you stayed there for 30 minutes before you fell asleep. Well, based off the video, one video's at 11:12 and the next one's at 11:23, so you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video recording. So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times, I mean, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just a simple question.
To be honest with you, I mean,
Don't
Were
know.
you punishing him?
no, just,
Well, that's what you're saying in the video.
This is what you got, this is
Yep.
what you make me feel like.
see, and then it's all backfired on me. Like, it's all backfired on me. And I understand the severity of this. I just,
Yeah, he's dead.
it's awful, I know.
Okay.
It's awful. And I will tell you both this right now, too. I will never drink alcohol again.
Okay.
Like, I will never drink alcohol again. I don't care what it is in any way, shape, or form. I am,
But let's get back to this. What was the reason for leaving him when he's begging to be let out? I don't understand that.
what I have a feeling was, and again, it's the whole time frame thing. You all keep
I'm not asking a time frame. I don't care about a time frame. He's
So-
in the bag saying, I can't
and
sleep.
my God.
And you say, fuck you.
When he, so, like, for, like, the whole few minutes that he was in there, like,
Minimum 11, but yes,
Oh.
go ahead.
There was obviously something in your head that you were thinking of when he was asking to be let out, and you're like, no,
again, it's the
no.
boy calling wolf.
Okay, but where does this game end? You say this is a game, you got somebody in
Obviously,
there.
like, the wrong way.
So what was your intention for leaving him in there?
And it's not fair. It is not fair. You guys are trying to, again, he's in there. Night, night.
That's what happened.
No.
That's absolutely what happened.
Intentionally.
How's it not? You got up off the couch, walked up a flight of stairs, and got in your bed.
Thinking he was going to get out.
And he didn't, and you still didn't go down and check
And it's
on
the
him.
whole 30-minute thing that you guys are trying
I
to
don't
do.
care about 30
whatever.
minutes.
It's like, for all I know,
He's
it's
begging
10
for
minutes.
his life. He's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe.
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Despite all the damning evidence against Sarah, she still thought that all of her actions displayed there would be absolutely fine, as long as she kept repeating it was not intentional. Her goal here was to do her best to get away with manslaughter, which is a lesser sentence than a full murder charge.
Like, this is not fair at all,
Yes.
that you all are assuming that that's from me.
Where else did it come
If
from?
you were, say it's opposite, you were in the suitcase and you're asking to be let out, would you hope that that person would let you out? Like, you're asking to be let out of a suitcase, should they not let you out?
Eventually. I'm guessing. I mean, I'm blaming it on the wine.
Blaming it on the wine. We're not assuming that. These are the facts that you're telling us.
But
Now
what
we're
you said
asking
is
you
like,
to
oh, I'm
explain them.
tired. Oh, I'm tired.
Well, that's what you told me on a sworn recorded statement yesterday. Because when I said, oh, you went upstairs and passed out, you were like, no, I did not pass out. You got attitude with me because you were
Yep.
thought I was assuming that you were drunk. So that's an assumption. That was an assumption when I said
Yeah.
you passed out. And guess what? You corrected me.
That was intentional. There's no way getting around that. You intentionally did that. Nobody drugged you up there. You didn't float up downstairs.
Okay, well, it's not fair. It's not fair that you guys keep trying to say that that's what I did.
I don't know what to tell you.
You told us that. You didn't go upstairs?
Again, there was a hole in a suitcase. I unzipped it from the hole with one finger.
Well, the damn hole didn't do him no good, did it?
Slowly, Sarah was starting to see the reality of her situation. Her story was contradicting, evidence was undeniable, and the detectives were not showing a single sign of backing down. Yet Sarah's behavior began being strangely unremorseful and almost bratty.
It's not fair that you guys, just because he has those, automatically blame it on me. Like,
Well,
Where
what
else
about
are you
when
gonna
you had your injuries and he gets arrested? Is that not fair?
really? Like,
It's
really?
the exact
Yes.
same thing.
Really?
He has injuries. You have injuries. Like, what does that mean?
I don't have any injuries.
Correct.
Because
So
he
nothing
and I
happened to
have
you.
not been at it with one another.
So every time that you guys fight, you both hit each other? So you should have probably
No.
gone to jail all those times that he went to jail
No.
for domestic?
Well, the one time I did. But he completely trashed the police report. Because that's nothing what happened. Because the reason why I got taken in was because my story was different than his.
Because he
I have never dealt with anything like this before. I don't know what to do, how to do it, and I always know what to do and how to do it. This, I don't know. So I don't know, like, what's going on, or, like...
You realize you're the person that killed him, right?
I thought about that.
Okay, you left him in a bag when he's begging you, saying, I can't breathe, let me out, and you said, fuck you. And you got up off the couch and went upstairs and left him in that bag.
Not
died.
intentionally.
Again,
I would never do that to George.
you did.
Not
It happened.
intentionally. Know that.
I don't.
Know that.
You got up and you went up to bed.
Alcohol is a shitty thing. It's alcohol.
So
Not,
alcohol
again,
is the reason that you killed him?
you all,
Please sit down.
listen to me.
Please sit down.
You all, listen. I did not intentionally kill him. So it's like, okay, so while we're in a good place right now, I'm gonna snap? Is that what it, while we're in a good place
Well,
right now?
you did.
Yes. Absolutely. I got you on video screaming, fuck you.
This is what it feels like when you're choking me. This is what it feels like
Which
when
was
you're
however long
cheating
ago.
on me. You
The
said
video was from last night.
clearly
So it wasn't
inside
that,
you.
yeah.
there's still feelings towards it. You wouldn't say it if you didn't feel it.
The reaction from Sarah was quite funny and very contradictive. She would continue this victim behavior, now trying to blame the alcohol as the perpetrator, despite previously insisting she was not drunk. This circled for a while until one of the detectives had enough.
But you're trying to dance around the fact that
So,
you
but what
did
are you,
leave him
okay,
there.
just,
You left him in there. You're trying to
Oh my
dance around the
gosh,
fact
this
that
is-
you left him in there.
this is not,
You didn't leave him in there?
It's not cool. Like, this is not cool.
It's not cool.
That it's,
He's dead. It's
but
not
you
cool.
think that I did that intentionally. You think that I did that intentionally.
You intentionally left him in there and left the room. You went upstairs to a different room.
You intentionally did that.
You did.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking he's gonna get out.
Okay, and he didn't.
Obviously not.
When somebody's begging, saying, I
But
can't
when you
breathe.
say that though, but you have to, y'all
Please
don't,
let me out. I can't
y'all
breathe.
don't know George though. Like,
If you keep going away from
I
it,
don't know
that's,
George.
that's,
I don't know
exactly
George.
what happened. You went up to bed, woke up the next day.
Are you all trying to have me admit that? Like, are you trying to have me admit that? Because I will never admit it because it's not true.
The detectives were clearly coming to their limit with Sarah. Her disregard for her part in Jorge's death was in itself insensitive and shocking. Yet one of the questions Sarah had prepared to ask them was even more shocking.
How do I go about getting his wedding ring, engagement ring?
It's at the medical examiner's office. It'll come to us eventually, and then...
It'll be released to
Oh,
the next
family.
of kin.
Yeah, okay.
I bought it for him.
Despite just losing her beloved boyfriend, Sarah just cared about whether she'll be able to get his engagement ring back because she brought it. If someone truly lost someone they loved so much, the last thing on their mind would be taking back what they financed off of their loved one's dead body. She was also just worried about her own reputation.
If you don't mind me asking, so for whatever it is you all are claiming from the videos, which, yeah, is that what you're going to tell him? Like, his parents? It's like, oh yeah, and by the way, she did.
Did what?
I mean, what would you tell him?
I don't think it really matters what we're going to tell the parents.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's fuel to the fire.
Well, we can't hide things, and I don't know, I'm not saying we're going to go, I'm not saying that we're going to go and tell them every single thing we have, but again, this is the Orange County Sheriff's Office, that's public record, so eventually, like, this all will come out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not,
Matter of time.
you're making it sound like we're going to tell them something, so then your life is in danger, and I don't like that accusation.
No.
So, let's just nip that in the butt right now.
Well, that's what's going to happen. So that's what scares me. Like, what do I need to plan on? Like, what do I need to plan on? I promise you, on my son's life, it was not intentional. I promise you, on Lucas's life, it was not intentional.
I don't know you. I can't say I know anything about you. I don't know what would be a true statement, what would not. I mean, you're promising on your son's life, that's fine.
That's how much it means.
Sorry.
That's how much it, look, that's how much it means.
Okay.
I hope you take that to heart. Please.
For a few more minutes, Sarah continued expressing how living with what happened is punishment enough, indirectly suggesting a prison sentence isn't necessary. She then attempted one last time to claim the detectives were purposefully trying to make her feel worse, before forensics came in and took her fingernail swabs.
Ms. Boone, court sentences you to life in the Department of Corrections, with credit time served that Madam Clerk will provide to you momentarily. There are also court costs and costs of prosecution, which Madam Clerk will give you the totals of momentarily. Due to the court levying a life sentence, the court is inclined to liquidate those to a civil judgment unless I hear opposition from the state.
From there, Sarah Boone was placed under arrest and charged with second-degree murder. Despite being confronted with videos of Jorge begging for his life, Sarah never admitted to intentionally killing him. Instead, she shifted between blaming alcohol, insisting it was an accident, and portraying herself as the victim. In October 2024, Boone stood trial in Orange County, Florida. The jury was shown the disturbing cell phone recordings where Jorge pleaded for air inside the suitcase while Sarah mocked him. On October 25th, she was found guilty of second-degree murder, and on December 2nd, 2024, Sarah Boone was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. We want to give a huge shout out to all our supporters on Patreon, especially the Master Detectives. Thank you for supporting our content, and we hope you enjoyed the video.